the midway of watching the Shogun. And my impression so far is that this particular production is very, very, I think, sumptuous in terms of sets and costumes and locations, and the usage of the actors. I didn't know most of the this Japanese actors who is in there. Of course, Sanada, Hiroyuki, and Tadanobu, Asano. I knew them, and they are very, very popular in Japan as well, and they have been acting for a while. So I knew them, but other actors, so I never seen them. I don't know. I have a list here. The guy who played Ishido Kazunari. That's my first name. Is the same my first name. Named Takehiro Hira. I didn't know him anything, but he is one of the most impressive characters there and actors there. I couldn't get eyes off of him ever since he appears in that screen, and so I would like to know more about him. And it turns out he's the son of this popular actors and actresses couple, Hira Mikijiro and Sakuma Yoshiko. Those two actors are very, very popular in Japan, probably 1960s, 70s, I think they are most popular. But this guy, their son, I think at the age of 15, he went to US, he went to the East Coast to study, I think to study acting maybe, but I'm not sure why he went there, but evidently he moved there at the age of 15 and he was educated there. So he's almost like a bilingual. Japanese and English is perfect. And but his mannerism in this particular Ishido is very impressive. I think he has some kind of he plays the lord or the follower of the Taiko, which is I think Hideyoshi, which is one of the most influential lord in Japan about 1600 period, and very famous, very popular figure. But so he served him Taiko, and so he's trying to get those. His mission was to restore Taiko's regime or whatever, and because of that he's against Toranaga, and Toranaga is trying to rule by now the whole entire Japan. Of course they are kind of fighting against him. There's this council of the old Taiko, I think, and some of them I don't even know the name. I try to check, but some of them are very facial expressions and their characters are very impressive characters, and I like to know more about them. But it is interesting. But they are kind of older characters, and so this Ishido appeared there once in a while to show off his kind of acting chump. I would say showing his I don't know, more or less like a dark, more or less like a ominous or more stronger characters. Hira was nominated for the Emmy for supporting actor, as well as Asano, Tadanobu, Asano Tadanobu played this character's Yabushige, who is kind of a little bit like a humorous or non-comedic, but more or less like a strong acting job there. And but for me, like a Hira played this Ishido is most impressive to me. And also, there's lots of female characters there besides under Sawai's Mariko's character. Very, very beautiful, more or less young actors. I just saw the episode 6 or 7, I think. It's about this house. I think a prostitute house, I would say, more high courtesans house there. And they claim that their house is to make that tired samurais recuperations or whatever. But so this is more or less like a house that you can go to. So this Blackstone goes there and meet a series of these female characters there, and some of them are very impressive, very, very beautiful in a sense. Their own costumes and their makeup and everything. I was stunned to see them, so attractive to see them. Also, this female character, Moka Hoshi Moka. I think she played Osami Fuji. I think this is a lady who, in the very, very first episode, she appeared there and trying to kill her own son, who is just a baby, with this little knife. I think her character is also very standing out there, and her demeanor is very interesting. She was told after that to become to serve Blackstone's character. Other this production, I told you kind of eye-opening costumes and sets and scenery. It is kind of a dark. Most of the screen, I would say, like a shot in the nighttime mostly, with like torches they're carrying, and then you can see their faces because of this torch lighted face and the so forth. So you can see that. However, you don't see like a big bright area even during the daytime. I think this is particularly like a true when outside. It's probably in the forest or in the dark house or in the garden, which is cloudy, maybe rainy, or all these things that it's not bright. So I think that kind of shows that atmosphere of this particular entire film. It's dark, mostly dark because this is about taking over Japan and about this killing other opponents with a very, very quick way. And sometimes this quick action was not shown in the film, and you can see aftermath of the fights and the dead body lying around. You see those things. So it's kind of an intense thing, intense fighting, and kind of a very violent depictions there. This Japanese is also not difficult to understand for regular Japanese people, but I think it's more you have to focus on what you're hearing, because the speech is old historical speech there, 1600 speech Japanese. And so even though those speech are not that difficult to understand for regular people, but if you don't pay attention, even for Japanese people, I think you miss it here and there. So I have to listen very carefully, and also I have to kind of, because of subtitles up here, the English subtitle, I have to read that. So between those two things, I kind of miss it. Most of the time I kind of miss it. So, but kind of understand overall, the actions, overall conversations there. So it's not that much of a problem. But I think it's for regular American people to watch it. I think that particular language is, but reading subtitle in a very fast way is very challenging as well. And it is overall, it's kind of demanding for audience to watch this particular thing. Maybe you want to watch second time or third time probably. And each episode is like 1.5 hours, and each end of the episode is like reaches climax. Each episode has a climax there, and it ends. So that's a very nice way of doing it, this particular episodes. So yeah, we just finished this particular courtesan's house scene. Very, very interesting events there. Storyline itself is more or less like a dark. It's like always like people have this second motivation to do things, to say things. So it's very common for Japanese people to read, between the lines, what they're saying. I think that's pretty much true in this particular production. You really have to understand what they're saying and what they're meaning, and that's two separate things there. So yeah, which is very interesting. So I look forward to see the the rest of it, and I will let you know. Okay, bye.